If anybody would like to work with Digital Wealth Partners, you have more than 50,000 XRP, or at least $500,000 in total portfolio value, you can absolutely onboard as an individual with Digital Wealth Partners. Obviously, we recommend that you get an LLC or a trust, structure it in some way to be able to protect your assets, get creditor protection, anonymity, all the stuff that we've talked about ad nauseum on here. But I know that there are people that may not have, the funds to be able to go ahead and set that up now if they've only got 50,000 XRP. Only 50,000 XRP, that's a lot of XRP for a lot of people. But that is our minimum. And so if you are an individual and you do want your assets in real institutional custody over there at Anchorage, they are a qualified custodian here in the US. The account is insured up to $100 million. It's segregated, bankruptcy remote. And they use HSMs, which is what's required for FIPS compliance here in the US to be a qualified custodian. Anyway, all those things, you'll be able to add your spouse to the account, be able to add your kiddos to the account as beneficiaries, and they don't have to know anything about crypto. They will be entitled to those assets if, God forbid, something happens to you. So if any of that sounds cool to you, you want to have a conversation, you want to understand more, you can go over there to digitalwealthpartners.net, use the contact us form, and if you qualify, you actually get a free consult. So there's a couple questions that they ask you, and if you qualify, they'll give you a free consult, free financial advice over there. Again, we got 27 total advisors, and they're chomping at the bit to help you guys and make sure you're making the best decisions for your digital assets and your family. Why would I give custody to someone? Well, Mystery Inc. I'll give you an example. We worked with one family. There was a individual that bought a lot of Bitcoin back in 2011, and it was on a hard drive, and he left it to his family in the will. Well, they didn't know how to use crypto. They couldn't find the keys. It's worth $500 million, and they couldn't even get to it, but it was left to them in the will, and they had to end up writing that off because they couldn't access it. So stuff like that, right? Like your spouse may understand crypto, which is great. If you got kids, maybe one of your children's older, and they can, make sure that you show them how to get to the wallet, but then there's some risk associated with that, right? Like the whole reason people use a stock account and not holding the stock certificates in their safe anymore is you get institutional custody. You have institutional partners. This is the same thing for your crypto. These are an FBO account for the benefit of